Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise, where you get your morning sports opinions. I'm Caleb. That's a geek. How are you, geek?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
That's how I am.
Complicated answer. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's a very complicated answer. Uh, we'll kick off in basketball, where is there any standout performances? Jaylen Brown had another 40 piece. The Pacers got killed. Thunder lost again.
Nice.
Which is always fun to highlight because now they have to win every game to break the Warriors record.
Hey, they could do it.
They have to rattle off like 40 straight wins.
They
39.
could do it. That'd be crazy.
Ant lost in a 55-point effort.
Happens.
The Nuggets beat the Wizards on Saturday. The second best win of the day for Denver.
I mean, yeah, they beat the Wizards, but at what cost?
We're not talking about that.
They lost to the Hornets today, bro.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, that's what
I
mean.
have nasty agendas to push about the Hornets.
You gonna pretend they're good because the Nuggets lost, and not gonna pretend that Jamal Murray trying to pretend he's the number one option just isn't good enough?
Well, I mean, we didn't have. Actually, no,
I don't care who you don't have. Jamal Murray scored 22 points, man. Just score 20 points. Score anything. You're a scorer.
He had 16.
Do something. That's not good enough when you're the only star on the court. That's not good enough.
I mean, we did not. They limited Tim Hardaway tonight.
Sure.
They didn't play Gordon. Braun's ankle is still fucked up. Watson just didn't have a good night. The Hornets have secretly been really good since the new year. They're like in net rating the second best team in the NBA. Because they're finally figuring out how to play basketball. So I think the Hornets are going to be a team that either going to sneak into the play-in, and people are not going to know how to feel about them.
Yeah.
The Nets lost again, thankfully, for the Nets. People want Porter off their team, not because they don't want Michael Porter there, it's because he's going to cost them losses.
True. Probably. I don't know.
Oddvia is still at an all-star level, and DeAndre Ayton had 25 and 13.
Man.
All right, ready for football?
Very.
We'll kick off with the only really bad playoff game.
Yeah, man. It's almost like I've been telling everybody for a year that the 49ers are not a real football team.
I agreed. I said that
no, I know. I'm just.
I saw a world where they won because there was a world Sam Darnold didn't play, and I don't think that would have mattered in this case. I think I could have played.
This game came out exactly what I said. It doesn't matter how Darnold plays; it's not going to be close, and I was right because the Seahawks defense is nuts. And I guess there is a different game that we're going to talk about where I lied. How Darnold played would have mattered, but Darnold, even on his worst day, on his seeing ghosts day, didn't play as bad as this other quarterback did in this game. Not this game, but in the other game I'm referring to. Though Brock Purdy, shocker, isn't that good.
Purdy didn't have a good day. They couldn't lean on the run game with CMC. No receiver was getting open. It was just a bad day for the 49ers.
Yep.
There's no other way to put it. But this was one of those you saw it coming games too.
Yeah. And you knew what was happening the minute Shaheed took that opening kickoff. That's one of those, all right, turn off the TV, man.
I went to go do something else. Because when that happened, that's when that news broke. So I stopped caring about that game.
Yeah.
And I came back to them being up like 24-0 at 24-6 at that point. I'm like, cool, I don't have to watch this game. Because the Seahawks are not giving this shit up.
No.
We'll go to the other bad quotation marks playoff game because it was the only other one that didn't go to overtime.
Fair.
Patriots-Texans.
Yeah, this was the quarterback game I was talking about. C.J. Stroud in this game had his worst performance of his career and maybe the worst performance I've seen out of a Texans quarterback ever, which is a really low bar.
Yeah.
Man, my whole argument for the Texans has been that I trust C.J. Stroud. And, like, I get he has, like, regressed to the mean from his rookie year. There is not a person out there who can tell me this is, like, what they could have expected out of C.J. Stroud at any point. It's just not. You can't say this is what you expected. That's just not true.
Well, hold on.
I know.
Win.
Ever. You could not have said this was what you expected.
I did not think Stroud was going to be a good NFL quarterback.
So you thought he was going to be the worst quarterback to ever play in the history of football?
I thought he'd be a bust.
That is what you would be saying. Because this isn't just being a bust.
Troy Aikman was on the call for this game, and he raised a very good concern of people are too scared to say it, so I'll say it. Stroud has not grown an ounce since his rookie year. People are just scared to actually come out and say it.
No, and that's pretty accurate. And at this point, I don't think it just hasn't grown. I think he genuinely has regressed.
And I get you don't have Nico. Nico should not be why you throw 4 interceptions.
I mean, I'm rewatching some of them. The one is him getting hit on a designed play action that's supposed to be a boot, and he gets hit as he throws what should be a screen pass, and it gets launched up into the air. I'm not going to put too much on him for that one. And then the Xavier Hutchinson one where it hits him in both hands, that's not on CJ. And the one of those is a pick six. Like, that is a big swing. And then the Xavier Hutchinson one, I mean, put the Patriots in field goal range, which isn't great. I'm trying to look at the other two. Ball's just behind Xavier Hutchinson.
So I am stuck.
His other big one is sideline bad.
I'm stuck on the first one.
Is that the sideline Carlton Davis one?
No, the bootleg.
Okay, what are we stuck on?
The fact he literally throws it up in the sky. Towards all those defenders.
Can't extend his arm. He is trying to release
eat the sack. Geek, let me ask you this. Whatever comes good out of a quarterback throwing a loop ball where there's 4 defenders?
He's not trying to throw a loop, though. He's not throwing it up in the air. He is fully intending to throw it normal and gets hit.
Geek, he's literally releasing it like this.
Because he got hit.
Before that, he sees him coming up. He sees him coming and he winds up to throw it up to try to get a crosser out.
No, I don't think he's doing that.
That's what I think he's doing.
I mean, I guess maybe, but I don't think so.
Is that a lineman there? He's trying to throw it to 87.
Yeah. That is my thought, is he's trying to just...
And even then, that's...
the way he turns to get it to 87. And he's not trying to chuck it in the air. He's just getting hit. As the ball hits back here, he's getting hit. And the fact that he gets it out, should you take the sack? Maybe. Are the odds that it probably would have just ended in a fumble that ends the exact same way? Yes. Because it's already in one hand. It's just going to fall out of his hand. Guaranteed.
But that's also the pick six one.
Yes.
I think you take your chances on the sack, personally. Granted, hindsight's 2020 from my chair.
That's fair. But even then, even if you want to put that one on him, there's one that's not at that point, and that's the Hutchinson one that hits him in both hands. I don't care if it's a little too far out in front of him or a little too high. If you, not just fingers, get both full hands on it, catch a fucking ball. It's that simple. You get paid too much money to not catch that ball.
I'm trying to find that one right now.
I don't know if it's the first one he threw. Yeah, the first one he threw was like a deep sideline shot that he just overthrew, and Carlton Davis made a good play, but it's bad throw, so blame CJ.
Are they really not going to have it in this compilation?
Probably not.
They didn't.
I'll just send it to you then.
Yeah, they did not have it in this compilation. Just wicked.
But yeah, it's this one I just refuse to put on CJ, at least fully. That's a Xavier Hutchinson. You got to catch that ball. Like, I'm not saying it's a perfect pass, but you're an NFL receiver. Catch the ball. You know? Because it's not like he gets hit or...
I see both faults because it's high.
It's a little high, but again...
That's why I can see both sides. I can see both sides. I can see both sides.
I just have to... I will always err on the... If it is a true catchable ball and you do not get hit, catch the fucking ball. If you're an NFL receiver. Yeah, the other one is just a horrible throw way behind Xavier Hutchinson and then the overthrow. But, like, even then, is that even it? Did he have more turnovers than that?
No, the other one was a Woody Marks fumble.
Okay. But yeah, like he just...
I can find his stats in this game.
I mean, if you take the pick six away, the Texans defense gave up 21, and CJ played them out of who knows how many other points. Like, that's a bad look, because Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson did what we all thought they would do.
Yeah, they've made May uncomfortable. May
5 sacks between the two of them, 3 forced fumbles.
Two
also got one.
Two of which were recovered by the Texans.
Yeah, like
the
Texans defense did its job.
They forced 3 turnovers, which if you force 3 turnovers against the Patriots, that should ideally, against most teams, that should be enough, even if your offense is struggling. But when your offense then returns with 5, and Stroud himself had 7 turnovers in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's not winning football. And I feel bad for Stroud. You know, it's weird. I thought I knew who had the worst performance in the playoffs after Saturday, quarterback-wise.
Yeah.
And then Stroud did this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't.
I also think... You know what's crazy?
Oh.
Drake May had more fumbles and interceptions than CJ Stroud did. But nobody's going to mention it.
Yeah.
To be fair, because 2 of them weren't turnovers. But
so, what I struggle with the fumbles one is I think a lot of them were strip sacks. And I feel very indifferent on strip sacks.
No, that's fair. I get it. I'm just...
It's on your left tackle. You trust to not let you have strip sack opportunities. And if you're winding up to throw and it just gets hit out of your hand. But May did not have a good day. But I think it's a game of expectation and then what we didn't expect.
Expectation and, like, Drake May, yeah, he had the fumbles, but that they weren't turnovers. And it was a game of... It didn't turn into who could play better. It turned into who could play not the worst.
Yeah.
And it was Drake May. Like, the touchdowns thing, I mean, you only threw so many yards. Throwing short touchdowns doesn't mean that much to me, you know?
Yeah, but it's
that
also...
doesn't, to me, mean you played great. It just means you converted on your opportunities, which you have to do.
Yes. I think this was my ideal outcome.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even before what happened.
Well,
especially with what happened, I really did not want to deal with those two passing the edge, rushing the passer.
No. I know Garrett Bowles has been perfect this year. That was going to change.
That was not. But even then, he could be perfect. There's two of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, hey, Garrett, you get a few plays off from Will Anderson. Here's Daniil Hunter.
Daniil Hunter. Yeah.
So,
and Mike McGlinchey just over there fighting for his life, seeing ghosts battling the horrors.
Yes. So, this was not a team I wanted to see in Houston. Shout out Stroud. I felt without Nico, we could have had a shot, and it could have literally just been the 6-3 ball game you and I had joked about would happen with the Broncos Texans if they played again.
Yeah.
But I feel okay with the Patriots. I don't love it, but it's okay. Rams Bears. I did not expect this to be the game. It was.
What do you mean?
I did not think this would be a field goal to win it in overtime game.
Interesting. Why?
I felt like the Rams were going to be able to just make a statement. You know.
I don't think the way it happened is what I expected, but I do think it's about what I expected. Because I did not expect it to be a close game because the Rams, weren't scoring and whatever.
Yeah.
I expected it to just be an offensive game where eventually the Bears would either A, make a mistake offensively, or B, make a major mistake defensively that's just going to screw them.
Yeah.
Having it be like close and almost seeming like a defensive battle, because like Stafford didn't play that well.
He couldn't get in the end zone through the air.
Right. And, the Bears did their thing. I didn't get to watch much of this game, if I'm fully honest.
I watched overtime. I got off for work in time for overtime.
I did not get to. But from what I've heard, Caleb, I don't know what the interceptions looked like. I kind of want to go.
I saw the last. I watched the last one. The last one is one I'm very indifferent on.
The OT one?
Yes.
I'm looking at the OT. Deep shot, just misses his mark. Whatever, but it's 2nd and 8. Were you in field goal range? No.
They were hovering it as more or less.
Like, you're kind of close, but...
They were in Cairo range, but more the better.
They definitely weren't in Cairo range. They were on their own side of the 50. Or at the 50, at best.
I heard on the broadcast they were in his range. That's how I was just trusting it.
No. Because Caleb is throwing it from his own 42 from a clean pocket.
Try to see if I can find the other two.
But yeah. Like, it's not a good throw. It's either a really bad throw because he was targeting Luther Burden and missed, or it's just a weird decision.
No, he was going for DJ.
That's what I think. I'm just saying, Burden's more open. So in my brain, it's like maybe
that's where people are blaming DJ for it. A lot of Bears fans are, at least. Where I am indifferent is they think that DJ is not going to be a Bear next year. Because of that play.
I've seen a lot of people say that.
I don't think that's DJ's fault. Because
no.
you don't. I don't know how well you see the angle, but they saw the behind the line of scrimmage. If Caleb just puts that on, either throws it early or just puts it on DJ when he throws it.
Yeah.
Easy completion. Caleb Williams just tried to throw that ball with anticipation and leading DJ. When if he just puts it on him, 15 yards downfield, they're in field goal range. With ease.
Well, and he stared DJ down for a minute, which allowed Cam Curl to take the idea to jump it, and it worked. Like, it's bad, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, the Bears fans are blaming DJ more because Caleb tries to lead him down. DJ's more wasn't around yet.
Okay, so his first pick in the first quarter is a bad throw, but he also mashes his hand off somebody's helmet.
Yeah.
So not a good throw, but I can't entirely blame him. It was also 4th and 3. So you're in field goal range, but I mean, if you're going for it, tough, you know? And then the other one is also not the best throw. It's almost like he just didn't see guys.
Yeah.
Both the Cam Curl one and then the second one in the third quarter.
And what makes the Cam Curl one worse, and I'll send you this angle, you can see Cam Curl breaking. He could have thrown it over the top and just ended the game.
Yeah.
That's what makes the Cam Curl one worse. Is Cam
There
Curl
are-
bites down on DJ Moore. You can place that over the top and it's either incomplete or ball game.
Yeah.
And you only needed
And,
a field goal, but why risk a field goal?
Right. Well, and in that scenario, if there's a shot at the touchdown, you just take it and call game. Like, that shouldn't matter. I don't think Caleb played poorly. I think he had a couple of mistakes that were very big, especially in a game where you're playing a team like the Rams, who they've been in this moment. They've played this moment. They've handled this moment. This isn't too big for them. And I do think, shout out to Caleb, but, like, we do have to remember, again, much like the Sam Darnold thing, right? This is the biggest game he's ever played in.
Yeah.
USC did not play in the college football playoffs.
Caleb had his moments. He had an insane ball. Did you see his 4th and 4th touchdown?
Had his moments. No.
I'm sending you it right now.
Please do.
It's one of those plays where it's like he throws 3 interceptions, but you tell me he also pulls this shit off.
Yeah.
It was one of those. Oh, it's 4th and 4 on your own 20. I'm gonna throw the ball from the 40 and put it perfectly on a line.
Oh, God. Insane. Falling away, dot to Komet. That's... Yeah, dude, like, I know people are going to clown Caleb today because that's what people do.
And it's... I will always give quarterbacks the benefit of the doubt in their first playoff run.
Yeah. Like, you played well against the Packers. You won the game that truly mattered to the city of Chicago. Because let's be real, the Bears defense, even if you make it, I just don't have faith that you're doing anything.
I'm going to be straight. If they win today, I think what Seattle did to San Francisco is what would have happened. No disrespect to Caleb or to Ben Johnson. They don't have a defense to stop Seattle. And I don't think that they can... They can't score with Seattle because their defense won't hold. Granted, I didn't think they'd hold the Rams like this.
Fair. I think the snow played a bigger factor in that.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, yes, we know Stafford has played snow games, but, like, there's still just something different about snow games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the Bears. The pieces are all there offensively. Figure out the defense. They should be more interesting next year if Ryan Poles can do something for that defense.
I was talking to someone about this because they were very frustrated. Not who you think, actually.
Okay.
Miller was very pleased with the season, actually. Because he didn't look at it from the standpoint of one game.
Yeah.
But someone was very frustrated. I'm like, be honest. If I would have told you week 1, you guys would lose to the Rams in 3 points in overtime in the divisional round, would you have believed me? I don't know, probably not. Be happy with where you are.
Yeah.
You are way ahead of schedule than what everyone put you on schedule for.
Yeah.
Take your wins, move on. Broncos, Bills.
This was a football game.
This was a good second half football game.
Yeah.
I will say this. As I texted you, I will disappear if we find a way to choke this and we choke the lead. But
oh yeah. I was excited. I was so happy.
Josh Allen did everything he could to shoot this team in the foot for a while. Did you see
even late in the game? But he was also the only reason the Bills were in the game.
That's why I'm That's why I'm like, I want to blame Josh Allen. I can't blame Josh Allen because at the same time they're only in this game. I will say, and I told myself I will laugh if this ends up mattering. His end of first half fumble
that led to a field goal. Yeah.
I laughed so hard when we went to overtime because after we won about that play, to be more clear.
Yeah.
Because
that play decided the game, basically. Like, if
yes.
you want to narrow it down, that's the biggest one. If that doesn't happen and halftime goes as normal with the score as whatever it would have been, 17-10, the Bills win this game.
Yes. But
Go ahead.
Also have a lot of questions for Joe Brady.
Okay. Why? Like, what's leading your questions?
Here's how the first drive went. Josh Allen under center, James Cook. Here's James Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's second and 3. Here's some more James Cook. James Cook was averaging like 12 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
In the third quarter, I think he got 2 touches the entire quarter.
Yeah.
Overtime, he was killing us for a drive. And then he went away from it.
Because you don't run the ball when you play football.
As you know, he did not kill us in overtime. Sorry. But James Cook was killing us. The offense got stagnant through the air, and they just said, we're going to stick with the air. And it went away from a lot of the under center stuff that was killing us. Bootlegs were killer. Because it was, if we don't commit to James Cook, he's getting 5 yards. But if they run a bootleg, Josh Allen's in open space.
Yeah.
And it was just killing us, and they went away from that.
Fair. Well, I think they went away from it for a while because it was play catch-up time. But then they caught up, and they should have just went back to James Cook.
And they really didn't.
Like,
I know it says he had 24
defense,
carries. A lot of those were just first half and then overtime.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I said he was killing us in overtime. They should have bailed from it in overtime. He was averaging like 0.1 yard a carry in overtime.
Also, other huge thing. Keon Coleman. That drop touchdown. I know people are trying to pretend it didn't matter. That's incorrect. Because of what the penalty was, the Broncos would have been forced to make it third down and longer.
Yeah.
Bills get another play. That's huge. You cannot drop that pass. You can't. Like, that one mattered.
I'm in a weird spot with Keon still.
Yeah. But hey, shout out the Broncos because they won, but their season's over.
I don't want to talk about that yet.
Oh, we have to.
Not yet. No, not yet. I want to talk positively about Bo Nix first.
I don't.
Because it is his swan song for this season.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bo Nix played one.
Might just be his swan song.
Bo Nix played one hell of a football game today.
Yeah.
It
doesn't count. It was against the Bills defense.
I have
narratives.
Yeah, it's a fair narrative. It was weird. Usually, a lot of the times, it feels like Bo Nix is at times letting down the receivers.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many times. Like, Sutton had 3 crucial drops. Troy Franklin hurt his hamstring. Pat Bryant got a concussion. Like, it got to the point where he pulled Marvin Mims off kick returns and punt returns. Because of our receiver room being that hurt.
Yeah.
We were down to, it was just Mims, Humphrey, and Sutton for our receivers at one point. Mims proved why he should be playing wide receiver a lot more. Put his body on the line to send us to overtime. Literally went back first into a camera. On one of the most beautiful balls I've ever seen Bo Nix throw. Bo played great. It was nice. It was nice. It made me very happy walking into the AFC Championship. And then they announced he fractured his ankle.
Yeah, I looked at my phone, saw that text, and then I was at a work event for my girlfriend, and we were there, and somebody we were standing with goes, Bo Nix broke his ankle. And I was like, sure as shit he did, because when they said it, my brain is initially like, no, and then I saw your text as he was saying that, and I was like, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I want to give my hats off to Sean Payton on how he handled this situation. A lot of people are like, did he do the right thing saying it right after the game? And he was asked about why he did it the way he did. By the time they were confident enough to say it, most of the team had left the locker room. And he really didn't want the team hearing it from a reporter, an insider, or anything. And he's like, I'm just going to go to the podium and say it. Because he didn't want the team not hearing it out of him. So I think Sean Payton handled that extremely well. Love him, hate him, he did it the best way he could. No. Sean Payton needs to be better this week for us to win than he was last week against the Bills. Which sounds crazy because we scored 33 points. His third quarter till the last drive of the fourth quarter we had, play calling was atrocious. Because he gets way too conservative. Where the script was 15-yard throw by Bo Nix, second down run for 2 yards, 3rd and 8. Every fucking time we had a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9. Because he ran the ball finally on second down. I was not a happy man. You want to talk about the controversy coming out of this game?
There's the Brandon Cooks catch?
Yes.
I think that the NFL needs to figure out what those types of situations actually mean. I think by what we know about what is supposed to be a catch, I think it's technically an interception.
Yes.
But it is too often called both ways.
Yes.
Because I remember, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but there was a Vikings-Falcons game, I think it was last year, where the Falcons got an interception off of a play exactly like that, where they stole the ball from Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And then on the next drive, Kirk threw the ball to Drake London, and Shaq Griffin ripped it out of his hands, and they called it a catch for Drake London and said, keep it moving. We've got to figure out how to distinguish what those plays are, because they're exactly the same. And this is not just me being talking about the Vikings. I just clearly remember those two situations. Where all I'm saying is, I don't care which way you want it to go. The NFL just needs to make a ruling on what that means when you both have possession going through the ground. Does just who comes up with it matter?
Well, so the issue with the Brandon Cooks one of how they're ruling it is he didn't maintain through the ground.
Right, then that leads
Bills
to the other question of yes, but there's also the maintain through the ground is important to a degree, but when a catch is made out of bounds, let's say the same play happens out of bounds. Somehow both feet are down, but as he lands, as soon as he lands, that's when they rule the play ends. So why is he not down by contact? Because he controlled it through the ground and then it got knocked out of his hands. So he kept it. He controlled it through the ground and then it got ripped out of his hands while they were on the ground. So is that not down by contact.
The issue with the Brandon Cooks one, I know what you're saying. What I think makes the Brandon Cooks one weird, and it's literally this one angle that supports what I said. You can see the ball leave his hands when he hits the ground.
Sure.
That's the issue.
Okay.
You can see it.
I haven't seen that angle, so I'm just working on the. I don't know what's going on.
Let me see if
I
can find it. But there is an angle.
All I know is I'm seeing they're both on the ground. He still had the ball, and then
you can see the ball.
McMillan gets up with it
because it's the people are unironically not posting that specific angle.
Shocker.
Because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Unsurprising.
Based on how they feel about it. So see if I can just find the still picture. I do want to talk about, Pro Football Talk?
Yes.
Fuck them.
Real.
Do you know what they tweeted after the Bo Nix injury?
Oh, God, what did they tweet?
Jared Stidham starting for the AFC Championship is the ultimate Russell Wilson karma story.
Insane.
They then deleted it after people, hey, don't be the asshole here. Because that is very much something you do not post. And, I'll send it to you later when I find it. There's a reporter who posted it. The other thing Bills fans are not happy about is the fact that they believe a PI decided the game. And Miller and I had a good talk about PI.
Okay.
Because there was back-to-back plays where it looked like there's PI against little Jordan Humphrey. They didn't throw it. But pretty much the exact same play happened the next play to Sutton, and they called it.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're fine with... He's like, I'm fine with PI. Because they both should have been PI. Consistency.
Yeah, that is the biggest issue. Is because I think there were a couple times in this game where you'd watch something happens to the Broncos and they'd get a flag. And then the same exact thing would happen on the other side of the Bills.
I literally was like, please don't throw it. Please don't. No, I agree. There was one, Riley Moss in the end zone with Brandon Cooks. I'm literally sitting here, I'm like, oh, God, that's PI. Fucking Riley.
Right.
And they didn't throw it.
We just saw that same play happen on the other side, and they threw it. It's like, just throw it both times or throw it neither time. I don't care.
The Mims one end of the game was PI. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know Bills fans. Trey White. But, so, here's why I'm fine if they don't. I think they should have picked up the PI against Sutton.
Okay.
Because they had a roughing the passer.
Fair.
Just get rid of the drama. You had a very blatant, clear PI against roughing the passer. And a very debatable PI. It only changes it by 3 yards, I think.
Yeah.
But it was literally Bosa's throwing a fit about it, and someone posted a clip of him literally taking 3 or 4 steps and shoving the shit out of Nick, which is roughing the passer.
Yeah.
But
it's the consistency and the just, what does it actually mean?
Yes.
For PI. Because if it's getting there early, guys do that all the time. But the minute they touch the ball, that means, yeah, they got there early, but they were just playing the ball. Or it's the Sutton thing where it's like star receiver gets call, other receiver doesn't.
Yes.
Or star corner doesn't get call, other corners do. And it's like, you gotta just be fair. I don't care. It's not the NBA. Right. These need to be fair. I think if we're not going to end up seeing more consistency on those calls, I think at the end of the day, maybe it just shouldn't be a spot foul. Make it a 15-yard penalty and just move on.
I think they need to find a way to differentiate pass interference, and they need a middle ground from PI and holding. I think that's what they're missing.
I think that makes it too complicated for the refs who already can't figure out the two things.
But my point there is, okay, getting the early is one thing, and then there's the in-between calls where it's, holding an arm down or whatever. Call it receiver interference even. Or something. There's something that... There's something missing, it feels like.
Fair. I mean, I get that. That's fair.
It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game, and I don't know, the Josh Allen post-game presser is kind of sad, but I mean, he was right. He was like, it's my fault.
I felt bad for Dion because Dion fully broke into tears after, saying it's not his fault.
Interesting.
I think they need to evaluate everything this offseason. Not everything. Okay, I need to rephrase how I say everything.
The Bills got to make some changes, man. You've ran it back time after time and
They
keep
need
getting
to
the same
evaluate.
result.
They have two guys at skill positions I trust on this team. Actually, 3 to 4 who I trust to be on a title-winning team. Allen, Cook, and Kincaid Knox is a fine tight end duo.
Yeah,
it's not
fine.
Gonna be a number 1, number 2 options, but
they need a real receiver.
They need a receiver one.
And they also finally need to figure out a real edge one. They don't have a winner. They keep doing old Von Miller, old Joey Bosa, old whatever. That just doesn't work. You got to find a guy.
Yes. That's just where they're at.
Yep, that is just what they need to do. It's interesting. It is super unfortunate, though, the Bo Nix injury. As much as I, talk shit about Bo Nix, I want to see him play and throw 6 interceptions so I can make fun of him.
So,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see... That's a lie. There are 4 NFL players I want to see get hurt, and I want it to be bad. But that's not important. They're bad people, so it's okay. Bo Nix isn't a bad person. I just think he's a bad quarterback.
I did not cry when we beat the Bills.
No.
I did cry when the Bo Nix news came.
Yeah, because that ends your season, man.
Well, no, because I saw a good tweet. We always said the heir of Tom Brady will win a ring. We just thought it was going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. We did not realize it was going to be Jarrett Stidham.
No. It's not going to be him either.
It's also destiny because Jarrett Stidham threw a passing touchdown to Demaryius Thomas on the Patriots. No. I want to shout out a Nick Foles tweet.
Okay.
I have to pull up the tweet. Grayson sent me this. Of all people, Grayson has been the best emotional support animal.
I wouldn't.
From Nick Foles. Note for the Broncos and the fans. I know it's been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and this team, and I'm sending prayers for a strong recovery. A positive note. Going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against QBs in championship-type games.
What?
Because Nick Foles beat them in the Super Bowl.
I mean, I guess. Hold on. I want to reread that tweet so it processes in my brain.
I'll send it to you.
No, I'm reading it.
Okay.
Oh, I see. That's true. They do. I didn't fully catch the last sentence, so I was like, what do you mean? All I heard, in my head, it was just they struggle against QBs in championship-type games. I was like, no, they don't. What are you talking about?
No.
Backup QBs. Yeah, but Jarrett Stidham's not Big Dick Nick. Let me tell you.
No. He's better. No. I was talking to someone. Geek, what does it do to... What does Stidham going on in this hypothetical world to win the Super Bowl?
It turns Bo Nix into Carson Wentz? Because it's the same fucking thing.
Does that happen?
I mean, it would be they both are back next year, but now there's intrigue. And then Bo coming off injury, coming back, has one bad game. Immediately the team gets turned over to Stidham. Stidham like leads you to the playoffs, sneaks a win by whatever the AFC equivalent of the 2018 Bears was. Immediately gets shithoused, so they move on from Wentz. Foles gets the job Stidham gets the job next year and is just bad. And then the Broncos are stuck looking for their Jalen Hurts now, while Bo Nix is bouncing around as a backup and spot starter for the Colts, Vikings, Chiefs, and whoever that other team was.
So here's what I said.
That's exactly how this goes.
Here's what I said would happen. Okay. If this hypothetical will, because Nix's and Wentz's injuries are completely different.
Oh, very.
One's not going to steal the athletic. Bo Nix is not going to lose his athleticism. Wentz fully lost his athleticism. Or athleticism to the point where he was not Carson Wentz ever again.
Yeah.
I'm like, if this was to happen, some team is giving us way too much for Jarrett Stidham because they need a quarterback and they saw what Stidham did against two teams. Fair. And we'll walk out with like with a second or a first round pick for Jarrett Stidham because Stidham won 2 playoff games off of his defense.
Fair, but I feel bad for you, but I also don't because fuck the Broncos. I hate that that's the way it goes. I want you to lose in overtime or lose because Bo Nix just fucking sucks because that's funnier because I gotta make fun of you.
This is just
even if it goes like bad next week, it's like what? I'm gonna make fun of a backup quarterback for getting shithoused in the AFC Championship game.
I saw
what am I?
ESPN bet tweeted
unless Stidham goes for 350 and 4 tuds and the defense just sucks and Surtain gets like cooked by Diggs all day, I will make fun of the Broncos for that all fucking day. Yeah. They deserve that.
No, ESPN's like shock emoji. Patriots are favorites in Mile High next year, and the top comment is, "Dog, Denver has a backup quarterback." Of course they're the fucking favorites.
Ooh, you know what would change this? Huh. You know what backup quarterback would save the day?
Who? I know who you're going to say.
Who do you think?
Astronaut.
No.
Oh.
The quarterback who is like 8-0 when coached by Sean Payton.
Bridgewater?
Yeah. You'd win the Super Bowl if the Bucks would just cut him real quick so you could sign him. He knows the offense.
Shout out Alex Smith for turning his leaf so fast. He hated on us so much, so often this last week. We win, but Bo Nix gets hurt. He's like, Sean Payton is great with backup quarterbacks, everyone. Hold your phone. And he's jumping on the Broncos.
No, that's fair.
No.
We've seen it with Teddy. The Saints kind of sucked and then went 7-0 with Teddy.
I want to highlight the crazy world Phillip Rivers put us in. The amount of tweets I saw that said, call Peyton Manning, call Tom Brady, call Drew Brees, see what they're doing.
Okay, calling Drew Brees would be funny as shit. Ruin his Hall of Fame candidacy too.
But yeah, he's going to get inducted.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
The loop it would go in. No, but the Broncos did send a QB this year. Yeah.
If they win this week, though, and then Drew is officially selected as a Hall of Famer in the week between then and the Super Bowl, and then comes out of retirement, what happens?
No, the Broncos already signed their quarterback. They're adding to the roster.
Oh yeah, who?
I'm not kidding when I say this, by the way. Ben DiNucci is back.
Oh my god. Insane.
Ben DiNucci himself tweeted, "Guys, I heard my old team needed me. I'm back in Denver."
You got anything more you want to talk about football wise?
No, you can if you have something.
Well, I just want to bring up later today. There's WWE things happening.
Yeah.
My boy gets title shot. That's not the important part. Finn Balor tweeted out a picture today because they're in Ireland.
Yeah.
So he tweeted out a picture today, and he's like learning about life and the history of our island from my 94-year-old grandmother. Tomorrow is for her and for all of us. And CM Punk replied to that Instagram post with, got a GTS for each of you, kissing emoji. But also, Caleb, there's a world where we get the Demon in Ireland. And I swear to God, if they lose, I might hunt Triple H down myself.
You know, I just saw a tweet that made me painfully laugh.
Oh, God.
Broncos
he
fans
didn't react at all to the tweet, by the way.
Broncos fans enjoying a playoff run, and it's the Aaron Rodgers with the American flag gif.
Oh, yeah.
No.
True.
I hope the Demon doesn't come back, because then Punk's not dropping.
No, because I think there is a world they just did it for Drew last, 2 weeks ago.
Well,
there's a world where, because I think Triple H has heard the complaint, right? That titles don't change hands enough. Like, it's only going to matter going into the big few. You can have Punk drop to Finn and have Punk win the title back before Mania to set up the story you want without delaying anything. Yes, I know Trips likes his long-term storytelling. Or you can have him drop it and then have it be Finn versus Punk next time without the Demon. And it ends weird because, like, let's say Seth is going to be back for Mania. So you have it end weird, and then you get Finn, Seth, and Punk for the title at Mania. Like, I think there's a thing about Triple H remembering that, like, title changes can happen randomly. And what better way than to finally give that boy Finn the title that he never lost? Yeah. And never fairly lost a rematch for. He got screwed out of all the ones with Rollins. The act of God that saved Roman Reigns.
Don't remind me of that one.
Dude never lost his title and never lost a real title match to get it back. Longest reigning champion in the history of the world. TBH. 10 years. I'm a freak. I don't know. But yeah. That's all I know. I just wanted to bring it up because that tweet was funny. I got a GTS for both of you.
That's a funny ass tweet. Oh, sorry. I meant to bring this up earlier when we were talking about the Josh Allen interception. Yep. What makes me laugh about the Bills crying about that, the game should have never gotten there. DJ Jones was literally in a chokehold in the end zone on that drive to start that drive.
Fine.
So, technically, if the flag was thrown, the game should have ended there. So it was just karma.
Crazy.
Anyways, you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Anyways, that does it here at Sports at Sunrise. We hope you have an outstanding day, and bye.